What it do, good people? How we doing? And welcome to Montez at midday. As I told you, we're changing things up this year, and we're coming to you Monday through Friday with Montez at midday at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. How's everybody doing today? Got high fives in the building, chest bump. Let's hug it out. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my Aunt Lisa and Terry. Happy birthday to Breezy. Get well, young lady. Happy anniversary to my main man, TJ Menden. Happy anniversary to you and Miss Jill. Dan Dawson, you and Miss Cheryl. Happy anniversary to you guys as well. My cousin Tiffany Bumpers. Happy anniversary to you as well. All of you have been married at least 20 or 25 years. I applaud you all for continuing that path to happen and show the rest of us how to do it. What if you combine all your marriages and you over 25 years? Huh? How about that? We carried a 1 and a 3 and a 7 and an 8. There you go. See, I can write a Harlequin novel now. I'll write a Hallmark card for you right there. All right, boots on the ground. Way back Wednesday. Kids are in school, and we recorded our first audio podcast since coming back off of our vacation of Who's to Blame, episode 528. It's up where you ever listen to your favorite podcast up. It is up and running for sure as we're back at it this week. And I'm telling you, I can get used to this. I can get used to this right here. I really can. I can get used to this. If you have not had a chance, please visit the website at www.dremontez.com. Got something up there for everyone. And again, shout out to new sponsor joining the show as a new role. Certa Pro Painters for sure. It's our new title sponsor of Who's to Blame the podcast for sure, but as well as a continued sponsor here on Montez at midday. Don't forget to look at the bottom of the screen. We have some scrolling advertisements for you as well, whether it's DJ and karaoke services you need. Maybe you're moving, or maybe you're trying to doll your wife up or get some sex toys to spice up that marriage or your relationship. We have everyone covered for sure. Speaking of relationships, anytime I see this post on social media, I have to click on it just to read the comments. If people know how to entertain me, you bring it. It's anytime there's a comment about a recent breakup, who wasted your damn time, what zodiac sign to stay from, versus the reconnection when you got back out there. You know, you've been off the grid a minute. Folks worried about you. I wonder how Cortez doing. Is Michelle gonna be okay? I haven't seen her. I ain't heard from him in a while. We're worried about people in their relationships. Folks need to connect. Don't get me wrong. You need that little time to be away from everybody, to refuel, reinvent yourself, get comfortable with you being with you, and then get back out there into the world. Now you ready, boots on the ground, you ready to go. You at that age where you should know better. You're not going to get duped again, him or her. No more lines, girl, let me flip your income taxes. No more of that shit. No more of that shit. Let me use your key. I'm just gonna take a nap. No more of that shit. Because they will get keys made and you're not getting that money back. So let's just live a little bit more paying attention to those warning signs when it comes to the breakup, comments online, and when you reconnect with somebody. You know, those reconnections in rom-coms, they make you feel as though you can do it in real life. I mentioned that the other day. But no matter what, let's be careful out there. You know, during COVID, I realized my dog was getting sick. You know, she passed away around that COVID situation, but not because of COVID. Rest in peace, Espen. And living alone, you know, people say you need a pet, you need a boyfriend, you need a girlfriend, you need something to occupy your time. Well, on this pet search thing, the process of getting a dog, living in South City, everybody has a dog. It's a conversation piece. Oh, look at the cute little dog. Oh, that's so cute. But far as the R&R, I'm looking at the data that I saw on the news this morning versus cats and dogs. Not like women are from Mars and men are from Venus, that type shit. But the actual feline itself versus the canine. Which is better for you? small dog, medium dog, the large dog. Now, them large dogs, if they shit in the house, it's your fault. Yeah, it's your fault. You knew what time you had to be home, let that dog out. With cats, I'm hearing different stories about cats. They mean as fuck. If they don't like you, they pissing in everything. And then the ones in the videos that slap anything that get in their damn way. But then my buddy B with the beard, he has a cat. You know, it's I guess it's different. I guess to each its own. Cats are a little bit more independent. Certain breeds of dogs are the same, but some dogs need a little bit of training. And I guess you and the cat need to be on the same page. But I saw this volunteer cat program, of course, is on the East Coast. These folks going to this, I guess, Cat Humane Society. Are they able to adopt cats? They're trained. They're ready to be involved in the home. But these folks go in there, and this is what they do. They volunteer to come in and take a cat nap with the cats. Who's taking a nap with the cat? Is it that therapeutic and relaxing? Because I remember sleeping with my dog, Espen, and Sadie at the foot of the bed. But Espen wouldn't move. I mean, she would make you go to sleep. Do cats make you go to sleep when you lay down with them? Or do you still got to keep rubbing them as they purr? What is that process like when it comes with the cat? I'm not saying I'm getting the cat or another dog, but I'm weighing the options here. I'm seeing an argument, strong argument from both sides. And don't you love when people try to tell you what you need? I'm going to tell you what you need. They get real serious. Put their hand on their hip or they stand differently. I'm going to tell you what you need. Okay. I'm not in the military anymore. So you don't have to do that, okay? You don't have to do that. I'd say something I do need to do. I need to let go of the anger. I think we all need to let go of the anger that we have towards sports teams when they get caught doing something illegal. Case in point, the Houston Astros. That World Series with the trash can, the banging, there's Altuve have a tattoo or not, all that shit. They did what? They cheated. They cheated. But I can't take away from what Altuve has been doing. Since 2011, this dude has been killing the baseball. He's 5'6", 100 and nothing. He's a modern day Rudy. This dude, this year, has hit the cycle. He hit 3 home runs in a game yesterday. 5'6". Say what you will, did they cheat? Yes, there was enough evidence to overrule it, but our commissioner at the time was just a straight bitch. Didn't want to do anything to him. So, oh well. They didn't do anything to him. He's fun to watch. It's exciting to watch. These 5'6" to 5'8" baseball players are fun to watch, especially the ones that can hit with power, or 5'2" athlete. Mookie Betts. Mookie and Altuve, come on now. Come on. And what about these tall jokers that could run? Dela Cruz with Cincinnati. Woo! Woo! The Cardinals have been out of the playoffs since the second week of April. Out of playoff contention since the second week of April. So we try to find other hidden gems to keep us going through the baseball season. Who are we going to watch in the playoffs? Who do we want to watch in the playoffs? When your team is not winning, who are you following? Or do you just shut it off once your team out of fuck baseball? Done. Season's over with. If that's the case, the Oakland A's stopped watching baseball in May. No, first week in April, like 2 days before the Cardinals. It's just, how do they do it on purpose? We get that. We get why they do it. We've seen the movies about that, what teams are doing, why teams are tanking. What does it mean in the end to the corporate world? What does it mean to the front office? What does it mean to the ownership groups and the owner? What does all that mean when teams do that? We get that. But when we know our team is out of it, do you pick up another team? Do you follow another player's individual performance? I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Orioles. I'm liking that. I think Bryce Harper kind of cut his beard at the wrong time. Baseball players are superstitious because I got to hear more about this. Why he cut it now? I thought the Angels were going to be fun, but they're tanking too as well. I don't believe that the Cardinals beat the Braves 10-6. At one point, it was 9-3. I can't believe that the Cardinals did that. Remember the Cardinals missed the playoffs, I believe that in 88, 87 or 88. They went out and swept the Mets for no reason at all. And the Mets are trying to get in the playoffs. They're playing spoiler alert. If the Cardinals trying to do the seeding a little different for the Atlanta Braves, this still should be fun as tomorrow. Wayno is going for the ill-advised 200 victory, I do believe. We're going to go at that, 12th time? 12th time in front of his friends and family. But we need what, kids? We call it run support. We need run support. And here's the kicker. When you're a pitcher and your team goes out and puts up double-digit runs and wins the game, and then it's your turn and you lose 2-1, 3-1, same lineup, you have questions. What's going on here? That's how coolers get broken in the dugout. That's how lockers get ripped off. That's why they don't have lockers like that no more. Talk to baseball players in the 90s and early 2000s. They fucked up some locker rooms. Managers too. The dial-up phone. Oh, don't get Hal McRae involved. See, I like when managers show their emotion. They expect more out of you. In the way that the Yankees, the Mets, the Cardinals, the White Sox, all just said, fuck it. We're going to take y'all money and run. They took the bag and ran with it. All these players and teams got paid. But what did they do on the field? I'm tired of athletes getting paid for stuff they should already do. Get paid for what you haven't done. How about that? Make it make sense. Make this make sense to me. It's an uplifting story, but at the same time, I have questions. 47 years, this man was wrongfully convicted. He got out of jail on his birthday. 47 years. And the judge hugged him. No, I need more than that. No. I need more than the judge. I need the governor, the mayor, everybody that was involved with me being convicted. I need you all present and accounted for. 47 years. He looks good, too. Looks good. But wow, 47 years. And they got the guy who did it on another charge. Now, some got to give. This is way beyond money. Everybody's like, well, he's probably going to get $30 million. Damn that. He ain't going to be able to spend it all. He's not going to get a chance to enjoy it the way he should and need to. Everything's going to move so fast. 47 years, wrongfully convicted, carry those numbers. The 5, he may be 65. Wrongfully convicted. How do they do it? We hear this all the time about situations like that. We hear it all the time. I know it's a little bit too early to talk about this, but I'm going to phrase it a different way. With football starting tomorrow, that being the NFL, and college football being where it's at right now, we're in a weird state of mind right now on how to go about this thing. It used to be like getting prepared for a national holiday. Sports bars back in the day will be advertising what they're going to do tomorrow for the game or what they're going to do Sunday. I'm not talking about bucket of beer and some fucking wings. It was entertainment. It was cheerleaders from the high school or the college. DirecTV was there handing out coupons and specials and whatever it can be. But now, they act like it's just a normal day. No, it's not. No. Tomorrow's a holiday. So it's Sunday and Monday. I don't think anybody's going to work Tuesday. Labor Day should be 2 weeks in a row. You should get the consecutive Mondays off. But Tuesday. Take next Tuesday off. That day out. That's 2 Monday night. 2. Take off next Tuesday. Dre said that we can take off Tuesday. Don't get fired. Listen to me now. But all the hypeness and anticipation of this upcoming football season is all over the place. But I heard some key things this morning that I want to See if I can reconnect with you guys on this one. We know the challenges of playing this game is very tough on us as well as the players involved. But regular season and postseason is totally different. Getting to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl are two different things. You cannot play the regular season and the postseason the same way. You have to be identical. You can't be identical in both of these with the way your style of play. Something has got to change because we all know everybody picks up on what you're doing. By the time December get here, you better have a whole new bag of tricks because by then everybody's trying to play what? For the Super Bowl. At least some teams are. But that whole path on getting to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. A lot of people went to prom, but they didn't go to prom. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people went to prom, they didn't go to prom. A lot of people went to college, they didn't go to college. Big difference in the two. Big difference in the scenario. A lot of people walked around in the movie Tommy Boy. Shut up, Richard. I graduated from college. That's right, Tommy. Most people that go to college for 12 years are called doctors. It happens. People get carried away. We get forgetful. We get caught up in our own moment, our own self, our own numbers. And I think NFL players are the biggest ones to get caught up in their own shit. Between the quarterback and the receiver and a star secondary player, the three narcissist positions in football, one of them going to say something to fuck it up everybody. But if they just do the Herm Edwards, just play the game, we wouldn't have this issue. We wouldn't have this shakeup in the makeup. We're going to break down more about the upcoming football season on Thursday and Friday show of Montez at midday. But for today, we're just going to talk about that. Getting to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl is totally different. And we all have, hopefully, have experienced a team going to the Super Bowl that we root for, and they won. So we won that Super Bowl. And you could be a guy or a woman that is rooted for a team that has gotten to the Super Bowl and lost. And you say to yourself, what the hell happened? They didn't change anything up. They got gut punched in the mouth. They weren't prepared for the moment. There's always a team in the Super Bowl that's hungrier than the other. There's always a player that wants it now. There is no next year. This is it for me. This is it. So to get ready for some football, are you watching a football movie? Remember the Titans? Rudy. Any given Sunday. Oh, boy. The draft with Kevin Costner. What is your football pregame to get ready for the game tomorrow? I.e. the food as well should be an important focal point out there for the good people that are watching the games as well. But sometimes it doesn't always go that way, the way we want it to go with our teams of players, i.e. injuries. Talk to any San Fran fan. Last year, what happened to them was that's a head-shaking moment. All them were saying, all San Fran fans will tell you this, hey, we got there. All of our quarterbacks were injured. True. It's truthful. It's like the year before how Kansas City wanted to tell everybody, hey, we made it there, but we didn't have no offensive line. Okay, cool. I take all those equations, but I guarantee you this, a prepared coach would have been prepared for the backup plan. Got to be prepared for the backup plan. Here's some numbers that's going to impress you. It is estimated that 73.5 million adults will gamble on football this year. I'll say that to you again. It is estimated that 73.5 million adults will gamble on football this year. So when they say they ain't got it on Monday to give your money back, they ain't got it because they lost it. How, Daddy? Gambling. This is our first year rolling with a bookie. Without a bookie, I'm looking forward to how this whole narrative conversation is going to go. Seems as though we got a little long-winded here today, but I got carried away. We're going to take a short break, have a word from our sponsor, and be right back with more Montez at Midday.
St. Louis, are you suffering from depression? Our advanced mental health treatments offer support to those facing depression. Supported by science and over 1 million treatments administered, A countless number of lives have been revitalized with our newfound healing process. Because your well-being matters, we have 2 convenient St. Louis locations dedicated to your transformative pursuit of mental wellness. We understand the importance of informed decisions. Research, discover, and take the first step toward a brighter tomorrow. Visit palmiertms.com to uncover more about our non-drug treatment for depression, covered by all major insurance plans. Let us stand by your side on this journey towards mental wellness. Contact us today.
Good people, and we are back again. Shout out to TMS for sure. My man Jay and crew are doing some great things to help people out that is going through that for sure. All right, besides you're gambling on football, you got your weekly pools you're going to do, you got your fantasy football. And if you're playing fantasy football, are you in one of those leagues where you guys been playing together for a long time and you have strange rules for the loser? I came across something yesterday about if you lose, some strange rules that come about if you're the loser. If you win the league, you have to get a girl pregnant and the loser got to raise the kid. You got to get a one-way ticket to Mexico with no ID and walk back across the border. You got to take care of 12 pythons without a cage. You got to commit grand theft auto by stealing a police car. This is what the loser has to do. You got to smoke crack. That's what the loser has to do. Here's one of my all-time favorites. You got to have an underground meth lab where you cannot stop selling meth until you make $1 million or get arrested. Hold on. The winner gets to hit you with their car. The moral of the story of that fantasy football league, if you have rules like that, don't lose. Just don't lose. Can you imagine if you won a fantasy football league, you got to get somebody pregnant, but the loser has to raise the kid? I done seen some crazy ones with the haircut, the women's LPGA costume on, going out to Waffle House with a blow-up doll on a date and eating 23 pancakes. I get all that, but those are some funny ones. If you have some creative side bets in your fantasy football league, please share them with me, and I will talk about them tomorrow, Montez, at midday. But that was truly, truly a hilarious bit to check out for sure. Only strange bet I have is with Raider fan, my man, Charlie, my man. We watched the game side by side here at Studio 70, and I lost the game, so I had to call him Daddy until the next matchup, and I lost that motherfucker too. So this year, we're taking it to team paraphernalia. We were trying to go to the home opener in Vegas, but due to scheduling, we couldn't do it, so we're just going to opt to watch the game. And if I lose, I have to wear a Raiders hat, and vice versa. Vice versa, he has to wear a Broncos hat. So this should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun this year. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is a holiday. It is a holiday. It is the NFL day. So don your colors tomorrow, whether your team is playing or not. Don your NFL colors tomorrow and let the world know you are an NFL fan. I didn't say if you don't like football no more to comment. If you don't like football, stay in your lane. It's not for you. It's not for you, boo-boo. All right, we're going to take one more break and say a few words before we sign off until tomorrow's show. Be right back with a word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
All right, good people. It is way back Wednesday edition of the show of Montez at midday. A few things we talked about today on the show. We talked about breakup thoughts and reconnection thoughts, talking about relationship wise. They are hilarious on social media. The answers that people put out there. Volunteer cat naps. Yeah, taking a nap with a cat at a volunteer shelter. Jose Altuve and Dela Cruz with the Cincinnati Reds. I need to get over what I said about Altuve and just appreciate him being one hell of a baseball player. Yes, he was part of the cheating situation with the Houston Astros winning the World Series. I still say bullshit on that tattoo lie. He was lying. 47 years, had the wrong guy locked up. Incredible story that he got out on his birthday. Getting to the Super Bowl versus winning the Super Bowl. And 73.5 million adults will be gambling on the NFL this season. And we talked about it. When you lose in fantasy football, some wow factors that can happen if you lose. Wow factors. The loser got to put the winner's kids through college. If I'd have won that league, that'd have been broke. I got 6 of them. Shout out to the Dre 6, by the way. Shout out to the Dre 6. Mom, dad, sis, brother, love you. Love you all. And that is the Wednesday show there, kids. Again, we recorded our first episode of Who's to Blame the Podcast, episode 520 up. It is up wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. That is definitely up there for sure. But if you want to check out the video of it, it is up on our Who's to Blame Facebook page as well as our YouTube page, Dre Montez, and Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. Well, the liver is coughing. The liver is coughing. I'm on the phone right now with the bar. I'm on the way. Pour me a drink right now. All right, kids, boys and girls, and children of all ages, thank you so much for tuning into today's show. And we will get back at it tomorrow, same time, same bat channel here. And we'll see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys have a great one and enjoy. And thank you again for tuning in. Peace. And we out. We got this joint.